After the chlorine sensor is filled with electrolyte, it needs to be powered on within 10 to 15 minutes. The chlorine sensor has certain requirements for water pressure and flow. It needs to be used with a flow cell. We provide the matching flow cells. The following demonstrates the installation method. Flow cell. 2 hoses. Several quick connectors. Screw quick connector A1 into the water inlet of the flow cell. Screw quick connector A2 into the water outlet of the flow cell. Screw quick connector A3 into A2. Then insert the gland body onto the top of the flow cell and tighten along the thread. Then screw the cap into the gland body. The flow cell comes with a stainless steel backplate and can be fixed on the wall. Gently insert one end of the water inlet hose into the quick connector A1. Insert the other end of the water outlet hose into the quick connector A3. We recommend that the water outlet is open. If you install quick connectors at both the water inlet and outlet, be sure to pay attention to the fact that there should be no back pressure at the water outlet. Place the sensor in the flow cell and note that the membrane cap is 2 centimeters away from the bottom of the flow cell for the best. Start water supply. Adjust the flow rate to 250 to 500 milliliters per minute and keep it constant. And the maximum water inlet pressure does not exceed 1 bar. Note, if the water pressure exceeds the maximum allowable range or fluctuates violently, it may cause damage to the diaphragm or fluctuations in the value. Connect the sensor to the controller and start powering it on. About the polarization of the sensor. The first operation needs to be kept in the water with disinfectant and the power is on. And the polarization time is about 2 hours. Note, during the polarization process, the current may fluctuate, which is a phenomenon, and the display value is not a real record. After the polarization is completed, the response time of the sensor is 15 seconds to 2 minutes to reach 90% of the measured value. After the polarization is completed, the current value or display value is stable. At this time, use the DPD method to measure the disinfectant value and perform 1-point calibration of the sensor. Note: stagnant water environment can cause water deterioration. Microorganisms and metal elements to adhere to the sensor membrane, which may interfere with or prevent the measurement of disinfectants, and cause complete damage to the membrane cap. About water outage treatment. If the water in the flow cell stops flowing suddenly, the output current of the sensor will become 3.5 milliamperes. And the output of the RS485 type will be 0 or negative. If water is added immediately, the output value will fluctuate within a few minutes, and the readings within 60 minutes during this period will be inaccurate. Each time you reconnect water and electricity, you need to wait for 1 hour before reading the correct data. If the water outage time is long, less than 48 hours, or there is no water in the flow cell, the sensor should be removed immediately and stored in a disinfectant solution. If the water outage time is greater than 48 hours, the sensor must be disassembled and cleaned. Be sure to rinse it thoroughly. If there is residual electrolyte in the membrane cap, it will affect the next use. After cleaning, gently dry the water with a soft cloth.